Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here. I'm with a quick little update here. Now, tomorrow on Toonami will be the 1 hour premiere of Fena Pirate Princess at midnight. It will be 2 episodes. And also, and usually I do like a ratings video this week. However, interestingly enough, considering last week was the Harley Quinn marathon, and typically ratings agencies don't usually list every single episode of marathons. I only got a few data points, so I decided against making a full-on video for it. But what we do know is that the first episode of Harley Quinn that aired, which was at 10:30 p.m. last Saturday night, got a .13, and the Poppy music video, which aired at midnight, which note this is when Toonami normally starts, was a .16. And there's actually still quite a bit that could be said based on those data points. First thing, if Toonami starts with a .13, that's usually the sign of a pretty bad night. However, at midnight, and note, that's when Toonami would normally start, so if you're expecting Toonami that night, you would be tuning in then, got a .16. And some people are stating that, well, this means that Harley Quinn went up as the night went on. People are really into it. However, I remember, and I watched Adult Swim a few times the week leading up to it. They did a very bad job of advertising this marathon, and actually, I think in general, Warner Media has done a pretty bad job of advertising Fena Pirate Princess, which has led to some red flags going up in my mind. Like they've shown some commercials on like Adult Swim like this week, but I haven't seen any promotional material for it outside of Adult Swim. Hadn't seen it on like TBS or TNT, any of the other Warner Media networks. I haven't seen any advertising for it online, and that's just not good, especially considering, I mean, you went halvesies on in this, so Warner Media has more skin in the game than they would for something like My Hero Academia here. But again, back to Harley Quinn. Typically, like I said, a lot of people probably didn't know about this. They tune in midnight, fully expecting to see Deku's face, and they get Harley Quinn. And usually at .16 means you probably had that standard .18, .19 tune in, and then like a lot of people were either just kind of left the TV on or decided, you know what, I'm going to keep watching anyways. But there was still a notable amount of people that when they saw it was a DC marathon just tuned out and didn't come back. So again, and it's hard to confirm any of these series considering that is the only data point we have as of now. If more comes out, I'll update you on that. But again, not that many data points to go on. And it's hard to say if it was a good or a bad night at Toonami because of this, you know? But again, historic precedent has that when there's DC marathons, the ratings typically do well with the two Batman movie marathons, and even with the Wonder Woman marathon we had last year, those typically had pretty decent ratings. And it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But again, back to Fena Pirate Princess, huge, probably the biggest night at Toonami in years at this point, since June 2nd, 2018, which is when Fully Coolly Progressive debuted. Probably the biggest night for the block since then. A Toonami original debuting. They are putting it in the prime midnight slot, which, like I said earlier, is probably the best choice for Toonami to make. And here we go. It'll be interesting to see where things go. I'm planning on Sunday doing like a quick review video on Fena Pirate Princess debut, like I usually do for all new Toonami shows. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited for Fena Pirate Princess? What were your thoughts on the Harley Quinn marathon? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.